In 1950, over half of Americans were married and owned a home by the age of 30. Today, that number is just 12%. The American dream has been stolen from directly under our noses, and according to Redfin, it's not stopping anytime soon. U.S. housing affordability just hit another record low, with median home prices at $410,800 and mortgage rates at 6.5%, meaning the monthly payment on average, including taxes and insurance, totals about $2,900 a month. Meanwhile, the median household, that's two incomes, brings home just under $4,400 a month after taxes. That means less than $1,500 for everything else. And if that family doesn't already have $82,000 in the bank saved up for a 20% down payment, chances are they're locked out entirely. So to even qualify for that mortgage on the average home under normal underwriting standards, this family across two earners would need an $18,000 raise. That's not just unaffordable, it's mathematically impossible for most. It's no surprise then that the median age of first-time home buyers is now pushing 40. In the 1990s, that milestone was hit when people were in their mid-20s. Ultimately, this is the root of our collective unhappiness as a country. So what changed? It's the money. The uncomfortable truth is that the American dream wasn't stolen by builders or zoning boards, it was stolen by broken money. For decades, the U.S. has operated on a debt-fueled monetary system, one where inflation is a feature and not a bug. The dollar loses its purchasing power every year by design, and home prices rise even without any material change to their utility. And wages simply can't keep up. We've built an entire financial system on the assumption that home prices go up forever. Not because they become more useful, but because the currency becomes more worthless. And this is the fiat housing treadmill. Home prices have grown over 75% since 2012, and wages are up just 34%. And that's by design, but there is an alternative. Bitcoin fixes this. Bitcoin is a monetary asset with finite supply and zero counterparty risk. It doesn't inflate to bail out bad policies. It doesn't favor asset holders at the expense of the lower quintile of workers. It levels the playing field, especially for future homeowners and for real estate investors. Because ultimately, Bitcoin is a superior form of real estate. Physical real estate carries liabilities, mortgage debt, taxes, maintenance, insurance, tenants that you have to deal with, on and on and on. Bitcoin doesn't. It's digital property with absolute scarcity. It appreciates without upkeep, without tenants, without government extracting more every year. As this reality sets in, investment capital will flow out of homes and into Bitcoin because of Bitcoin's monetary properties being superior. When given the choice between a liability-laden home and a pristine liquid global store of value, the market will inevitably choose Bitcoin. That's the future, and that's how the American dream gets rebuilt on sound money. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and follow, and of course reshare so more people can see this, and check out Horizon. Horizon lets you stack Bitcoin using your home equity without new debt, monthly payments, interest charges, or term limits, and you can check that out at joinhorizon.com or by scanning the QR code right there. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.